There's one thing sitting inside your Etsy shop right now that could be costing you sales every single day. And most sellers have no idea it's even a problem. It's not your prices, it's not your tags, it's not the number of products you have. It's something people completely overlook, and the fix takes less than 30 minutes. After working with over 1,700 people inside the sales sprint, here's what I see people do when their sales are low. Some start running ads. They think if more people see my products, more people will buy. So they spend money they don't have, hoping the sales will follow. Others turn to social media. Same belief, different platform. They're posting every day, making reels, chasing followers, and still hearing crickets in their shop. And then there are the ones who decide their product must be the problem. So they go make more. New designs, new listings, new digital downloads, and then they wait, and their shop is still quiet. So they make even more products, and still nothing. Before they know it, they've listed over 100 digital products and have less than 10 sales to show for it. Hopefully that does not sound familiar. But if it does, here's what I want you to understand. And this one thing explains everything. If people are finding your listings but not clicking on them, it doesn't matter how many products you have. You could have 500 listings and still hear crickets, because the problem isn't your product. The problem is that nobody is stopping to look in the first place. And here's what's happening. When a shopper types something into the Etsy search bar, they see a whole page of results. Little square images lined up next to each other. And in about 1 second, maybe even less, they decide which ones to click on and which ones to scroll right past. If your listing gets scrolled past, the game is already over. They never read your description, they never see your price, they never find out how great your product actually is. You're losing sales before you even get a chance. And that one little square image is the problem. But it's also the fix. And I'm gonna show you exactly how to change it. So what is this one little image we keep talking about? It is called a thumbnail. It's that small square photo that shows up next to your title when someone is scrolling through the Etsy search results. Before anyone ever clicks, before they ever see your price, your description, or how amazing your product actually is, they see this one little image first. Think of it like the cover to a book. If you walked into a library and saw 2 books side by side, one with a bright, clean, eye-catching cover, and another one that looked dull and hard to read, which one would you pick up? Probably the pretty one, even if the dull one had a better story inside. Your listing thumbnail works the exact same way. Etsy isn't just showing your listing to people and hoping for the best. They are watching. They track every click, every favorite, and every purchase. And they call this your listing engagement rate. And I'm not just making this up. Etsy says it themselves in the Etsy Seller Handbook. Their exact words are, your listing's first photo is crucial when it comes to inspiring shoppers to click and increasing your conversion rate. They literally use the word crucial to emphasize how important this is. The more people click on your listing, the more Etsy thinks shoppers like this and start showing it to more people. But when shoppers scroll past without clicking, Etsy quietly pulls back. They show it to fewer people, and over time, your listing slowly disappears. So a weak thumbnail doesn't just cost you 1 sale. It can shrink your visibility across your entire shop without you even realizing it's happening. That one little image is either working for you or against you right now. So let's make sure it's working for you. There are 4 steps, and this entire process could take you less than 30 minutes, especially if you use the bonus templates I give you. So step 1 is find your fix it first listing. And I want you to pick just one. Don't try to fix your whole shop at once. We are starting small and building momentum. So here's how to find it. Go to your Etsy Shop Manager and click on Stats in the left sidebar. Then you're going to change the time period to the last 30 days. And then you want to scroll down until you see your individual listings ranked by views. And make sure you click views so you're seeing the products with the most views first. If your listing has more than 100 views and fewer than 2 sales, your thumbnail might just be the problem. And that's the one we're going to fix first. And we can see here that my ADHD cleaning checklist would be the listing I start with because it's had the most views but the least amount of sales. So that means people are seeing it, but something about that first impression isn't pulling them in. And 9 times out of 10, it's the listing photos. Now, one important thing before you pick your listing: if it's been published for less than 30 days, skip it for now. It's too soon to tell if the thumbnail is actually the problem. You need at least 30 days worth of data before you start making changes. And here's something else I want you to pay attention to while you're in your stats. If you have a listing that's been up for more than 30 days and it has fewer than 30 views, that is a different problem. That's not a thumbnail issue, that's an SEO issue. This just means Etsy isn't showing your listing to enough people in the first place. And that's a completely different fix, and I cover that in this video over here. This is why it's so important to be around other sellers who can help you figure out what's going on in your shop, because you don't want to spend time fixing the wrong thing. I can't tell you how many people come into the sales sprint with months of no views and no sales. They're making more products, updating things randomly, wondering why nothing is working. And within hours of being in the community, they finally get an answer on what to fix and in what order. So if that sounds like where you are right now, the link to join us is in the description below. Okay, so now you've got your listing, let's figure out how to fix it. So that brings us to step 2, study what's working. Once you know which listing needs a better thumbnail, before you open Canva and start designing anything, I need you to do this one thing first. It takes about 60 seconds and it's gonna make this process so much easier and faster. I call it the spy move. Open Etsy and type in the main keyword for your listing, the same words a shopper would type in if they were looking for what you're selling. So if you're selling a meal planning printable, you'd type something like meal planning printable or printable weekly meal planner. Now look at the listings that show up at the top of the page, the ones with the bestseller or popular noun badge. These listings have already done the work. Etsy has already confirmed that buyers are clicking on them and buying from them. That's exactly the data we want to borrow. Now just study their thumbnails and don't overthink this. You are just looking for patterns. Ask yourself a few simple questions. Is the background clean and simple, or is it busy and cluttered? Is it a lifestyle image? Meaning the product is being used in a real life setting. Or is it just the product by itself on a clean background? Is there any text on the image telling you what it is? Or does the image speak for itself? Are the colors bright and bold? Or are they soft and muted? Write down 2 or 3 things that almost all of the best-selling listings have in common. That is your blueprint. That's what Etsy shoppers are already responding to. And I want to be really clear about something because I know some of you may feel uncomfortable with this step. You are not copying anyone. You're not stealing. You are just doing what every smart marketer does. You're studying what people already want and using that information to make better decisions. The biggest mistake I see sellers make is designing a thumbnail they love, but they don't know if that's what buyers are actually clicking on. Your personal taste doesn't matter here. What the buyers respond to is the only thing that matters. And the good news is, Etsy is basically handing you the answers for free every time you search. So now that you know what's working, let's go to step 3, make a better thumbnail. And I promise you do not need to be a graphic designer to do this. All you need is Canva. If you've never used it before, it's free and it's one of the most beginner-friendly tools on the internet. If you can click, drag, and drop, you can design a thumbnail in Canva. Now, let's talk about what actually makes a thumbnail convert into sales. Because there's a difference between a thumbnail that looks pretty and a thumbnail that gets clicks. First, it needs to be instantly clear. Remember, shoppers are scrolling fast. You have about 1 second to stop them. If they have to squint, zoom in, or think too hard about what you're selling, they are already gone. Your thumbnail should answer the question, "What is this?" before their brain even has time to ask. Second, show a finished example. This is especially important when you sell digital products like planners, templates, or printables. Do not show a blank template. Do not use placeholder text that says, "Your text here." Show them exactly what it looks like when it's done and ready to use. Shoppers need to be able to picture themselves using your product. If they can't see it clearly, they won't click. Third, keep it clean. One of the biggest mistakes I see sellers making is having busy backgrounds that distract us from the actual product. This can easily make your thumbnail look cluttered and confusing. Simple almost always wins. And fourth, make sure your image is high quality. Etsy recommends at least 2,000 pixels on the shortest side of your image. A blurry thumbnail is an instant scroll past no matter how good your product is. Now here's where I want to make this even easier for you. If you're already inside the sales sprint, you don't have to build any of this from scratch. I already made thumbnail templates for you. Just open the template in Canva, drop in your product images, swap the colors to match your brand if you want, and you're done. That's the real lazy way we talked about at the beginning of this video. If you want access to these templates and the full roadmap to sell digital products on Etsy without paid ads and without social media, the link to join the sales sprint is in the description below. Okay, so now that your new thumbnail is made, now let's talk about what to do with it. Step 4, swap it and watch. This is technically the easiest step. Technically. But I already know that for at least half of you watching this, it's going to feel like the hardest thing you've done today. Because one part of this step requires you to close your laptop, walk away, and not touch anything. And if you are a stats checker, and you know exactly what I mean by that, I apologize in advance. So what you're gonna do is go into your shop manager, click listings, find the listing you've been working on, and swap out that first image with a new one. That's it. But here's the part I really need you to hear. Once you swap that image, leave everything else alone. Don't change your title, don't rewrite your description, don't touch your tags, don't adjust your price, nothing else. I know it's tempting. You're already in the listing, it's right there, and you start noticing other things that you can fix. But resist that urge. Here's why this matters so much. If you change 5 things at once and your sales go up, that's great. But you won't know which change actually caused it. And if your sales don't go up, you won't know what to fix next. One test at a time keeps your data clean and useful. Now, give it a full 30 days before you judge the results. And I know that's hard. I know some of you are gonna check your stats tomorrow morning. But Etsy needs time to show your updated listing to enough people so you can get real information. One good day or one bad day doesn't tell you anything. 30 days gives you a real picture. After 30 days, go back to your stats and pull up that listing. You are looking for 2 things. First, does it have at least 100 views since you updated it? If not, it's too soon. Not enough people have seen the new version yet, so give it more time. If you do have at least 100 views, here's the question that matters. Does it have at least 1 to 2 sales for every 100 views? Remember, that's our benchmark from step 1. If yes, your new thumbnail is working. If you're not seeing improvement after 30 days, do not panic. Go back to step 2 and study the best-selling listings in your niche again. Sometimes it can take 1 or 2 tries to land on the right image. That is completely normal. You're learning a new skill. And once your thumbnail starts working on that first image, go through the process again. Go back to your stats, find the next listing with the most views and the least sales, and repeat the same 4 steps. That is how you build momentum without overwhelming yourself. 1 listing at a time. So here's the big picture I want you to walk away with. A better thumbnail gets more clicks. More clicks tells the Etsy algorithm your product is worth showing to more people. More people viewing your product means more chances to make a sale. It really is that simple. And it all starts with that 1 image. But here's what may happen next. Fixing your thumbnail is going to get more people clicking on your listing. Many of those people are going to scroll through your listing photos without buying. And when that happens, you might think, okay, the thumbnail is fixed, but I'm still not making sales. That is no longer a thumbnail problem. I made an entire video showing you exactly what to do when people are clicking on your listing, but you are not making any sales. So watch that one here, and I'll see you over there.